Have you ever listened to someone yammer on with a bunch of jargon that you just do not understand? You're thinking to yourself, wow, this person really knows what they're talking about. Do they? What if I told you that they very well might not really know what they're talking about? Or, and sometimes this is worse, they just don't know how to share this information to other folks. I know, this is shocking. By the way, is this mansplaining? Anyone? Here's the thing. People who understand what they're talking about often can't relay that same information without resorting to geek speak jargon. It can be ego, it can be lack of effort, it can even be lack of communication skills. Or it can even be that that person is actually covering up their lack of knowledge. It's like W.C. Fields once said, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance and baffle them with bolt... you get the idea. If you're on the receiving end of this, don't fall for it. Ask questions. The more resistance you get from the person who's dealing it, the more the needle is creeping away from the dazzle and more towards the baffle. But let's say you're the person who's trying to explain something. Keep in mind that if you're not talking to someone in your field, you might be making them feel stupid when you throw around words without explaining them. That's not to say that you should automatically and always over-explain, but be aware of the cues your conversation partner or partners are giving you. Do they seem like they get it? Do they seem like they're involved in the conversation still? In theory, you should be able to talk to your colleagues using words that you all know, but you should also be able to translate that information. For a couple of reference points, Neil deGrasse Tyson or Carl Sagan. I'm older. These guys were freaking astrophysicists. But they could always communicate things without making the audience feel dumb. Complex science to children. And that's exactly what you should be striving to do if you're truly looking to communicate effectively. So, do you have anything that you're knowledgeable about that you can explain without going with the jargon? Tell me about it in the comments below. Use small words.